Hey, this will be a video chart update on EKWX. Did this yesterday, and then with today's wild action, I've been getting a bunch of requests on it still, so I want to get it briefly updated here. Video won't be too long or complex, just a quick update so everybody who's been wondering can have an idea of what's going on from a technical analysis standpoint. Here's a weekly chart, and if you watched the video from yesterday, you know this was the main time frame we used, and we're going to stick with that. But I do want to drop down to the daily chart and point out something real quick. Kind of show just the power of charts. But here you can see today, volume was just gigantic, almost a billion shares, but not quite. But the volume was bigger than yesterday's volume. And as you can see, had to move up and then ended up closing red for the day. But the interesting thing about the chart that was a good little sign was when it did pull back, look right where it bounced off from. And I have not moved this line at all. This is the same exact place as I drew it yesterday. And if you don't believe me, all you have to do is go back and watch yesterday's video, and you'll see this is exactly where I drew the line. This line I mentioned was support, that's why it's green, and then sure enough, you can see the price came down here and bounced off. So for the people that were sitting right down in this area looking for shares on this pullback, congratulations, because it did drop down here and it bounced up as far as I know, at least 0.0035, so that would have been a very nice percentage gain. But from the daily chart perspective, and going forward, the key is going to remaining at this line. It has held once, but if the pullback continues, the question is going to be, will it continue to hold? And if it does, that's going to be a good sign, because what that'll produce is kind of like a bull flag, bull pennant pattern. So let's say we get more price action like this. That would allow us to then come in and draw a pattern where we have our flag pull like this, and then we could draw something like that, which would represent the pennant or flag, whatever you want to call it. So yes, if you're a day trader and you bought up here, I'm sure you're pretty anxious and pretty bummed out. But if you're playing this from a daily chart perspective, as long as this level stays strong, you could have a very nice possibility of a bullish chart pattern taking shape. Now, if you get another huge volume day and the price just crashes right through this level, then that's not going to be the best sign in the world. But for the time being, this level down here has shown that it can hold strong. And then real quick, jump to the weekly chart. To point out the resistance levels. But you can see today went up and then hit another one. This previous high right here was at 0.0046, and yes, did break above it, but that's going to be another resistance level to throw in the mix. Looking at the red lines, you can see that intraday today, yes, the price did break above them all, but they remain resistances, because when we look at the daily or weekly chart, we care about where the closes are. And being that we cannot close above any of these areas, they still do remain as resistances. But the punch up through them did weaken them, so if there are any sort of upwards pushes through again, I don't think it'd be as hard as it was the other time, just because, like I said, you can picture this first upwards move as a cleansing process, but profit takers did knock it down, which would be expected when people are had to load it up down in this region here. So right now, it's just a matter of seeing what sort of consolidation we can get and seeing if the daily chart can now form some sort of bull flag or bull pennant pattern. If there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. And if you have not yet, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. And with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things, from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody, and it's all free. So it's worth at least signing up, giving it a try. We've been making some good money together, so I'd encourage everybody to go there and sign up. One more time, this was EKWX. Thanks for listening.